Remember him? After all these years, after all the wars that have been fought, after all the new and powerful weapons that have been introduced and superseded and forgotten, he's still around.
Every year, the VHPA will encourage people to plan a small gathering for units, flight classes, specific model pilots, companies, battalions, or brigades. This is their only chance to get together, see people they haven't seen in 30 or more years, and catch up on old times.
You know what? He was my roommate in Vietnam.
Do they always recognize their old buddies from the past?
Hey, you know Rick?
Or what do you think?
Rick Van Opstal? Was I? God, I didn't recognize you. I didn't recognize you.
You kind of update what they might look like, and then you give a quick sneak peek at the name tag. That tells everything.
Thank God for the name badges. The first reunion we stumbled upon was orchestrated by Brian Foote. Foote used to fly tandem rotor and wanted to have a get-together for the guys that shared the same experience. Immediately, you see guys linking up with old classmates and co-pilots. And immediately, they begin to share stories.
Everybody on the perimeter was firing off everything they had when we got in. It was New Year's Eve. I mean, you know, and here we are, brand new in Vietnam, right?
Each helicopter and each company was different, and very special in their own way. But as these guys get together, it's always their company that was the best, and the helicopter they flew was even better.
That's what we
Tandem rotor.
flew.
It has dual rotors. That's a tandem rotor. It's the biggest helicopters the Army has. That's what we flew.
And this has nothing to do with sex. Actually, the Chinook CH-47 has been around longer than any military aircraft today.
The amazing part is how after 30 years or more, these guys still remember every tiny detail that makes up the tandem rotor.
5 transmissions. You've got the forward transmission for the forward head. You've got the aft transmission for the aft head. You've got a transmission on each one of the engines that changes the direction of rotation 90 degrees, puts it into a combining transmission. And there is a short shaft between the combining transmission and the aft transmission. And there is a sync shaft that goes from the combining transmission to the forward transmission. It's a great big long shaft. It's about this big around. And it is what supplies power to the forward transmission. And it's really stout. They say, you know, you develop a mind's eye, your mind's eye, you develop. When you get into a car, you don't think about reaching for a particular control or knob or something like it. It's just there, and you go right to it. And well, the same thing here, you know. After a certain amount of experience and effort on your part, you know, you just kind of do those things.
For our next mini reunion, we stumble upon the 227 Assault Helicopter Battalion, 1st Cavalry. Now this reunion was huge. Everyone introduced themselves.
Name, rank, and serial number. My name is Neil Heath. I'm one of the original Chicken Men. Proud to be a member of the Chicken Men group. I was in Vietnam in October '67 to October '68. All my time was with the A Company 227. Started out in Panthead, went to English, and then to Camp Evans.
And then they went straight into watching movies, sharing pictures, and of course catching up on old times.
I flew slicks, Hueys. We did combat assaults, log missions, you name it, we did it. It was amazing. Everybody looked out for everybody else. I'm sure that was true in the other units, but you didn't forget about your other guys, your other buddies when you're out there flying. You're always checking on each other.
After bidding the 227th Assault Helicopter Battalion a farewell, we levitate towards the sound of bagpipes. Amidst the profound notes, we found a memorial being held in honor of James Charles Goldthorpe, a.k.a. Goldie. A Coast Guard aircrew is searching the Gulf of Mexico today, approximately 165 miles southwest of New Orleans, for an overdue helicopter crew and its passengers. The names of one pilot and 2 passengers are not available. The Coast Guard received word of the missing helicopters at 6:45 p.m. Thursday after the pilot of the industrial helicopters failed to respond to any communication attempts made by the company.
We're here today to honor the memory of a friend of ours, James Charles Goldberg. We all know him by Goldie. When he left active duty, he was the oldest rated A major farmer. He was a heck of a guy and will be truly missed by all.
Goldie was a founding member of the Combat Helicopter Pilots Association and was active with the Vietnam Helicopter Pilots Association, having served as the reunion chairperson for the 2000 VHPA reunion in Washington, D.C. He was instrumental in the creation of the National Capital Chapter of the VHPA. The mere fact that not only the family, but his friends saw it important to have a memorial for this fallen hero at a VHPA reunion reinforces the significance each and every member has for the VHPA.
They should be here at this reunion having a wonderful time. He loved all his helicopter buddies. That was his life. He made so many wonderful friends. Lifetime friends.
For as many people who knew Goldie, there were just as many who simply wanted to pay their respects to a fallen American war hero, a comrade, a fellow brother, who performed for his country a job well done.
We have lost a great light, and there is truly a great loss in the force. Some gave some gave all. You have placed a wonder wing for me. You are truly missed. I hope you now and will always have blue skies and jet winds and be with Casey. You will always be missed, and you will never ever be forgotten. God bless you, my friend.